Good day to you all. Today I am going to do the chapter 20 of the grade 7 government syllabus, liquid measurements. To measure liquids, we use two basic units. They are milliliters and liters. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. So if you are converting a liter into milliliters, you have to multiply that liter by 1000 to get it in milliliters. Similarly, if you have something in milliliters, to convert it into liters, you have to divide it by 1000 to get the units in liters. Now let's see multiplication of liquid quantities expressed in milliliters and liters by a whole number. You know what a whole number is. The opposite of whole numbers is fractions. Okay. Now let me explain it through an example. Now let's see this example. Binuli drinks 200 milliliters glass of colacanda daily. Now we have to find how many milliliters does she drink in 4 days. That means we have to multiply this 200 milliliters by 4. Simply we get the idea. Okay. Amount of colacanda consumed per day is 200 milliliters. So amount of colacanda consumed in 4 days should be obviously 200 milliliters into 4, 800 milliliters. Now let's see another example. 1 liter and 750 milliliters of fuel is required to operate a generator for 1 hour. Let us find the amount of fuel required to operate the generator for 3 hours. There are 3 methods actually. Let me explain one by one. The method 1, let's see how we are going to find. Here we have the liquid measurement in 2 units, in liters as well as milliliters. So the best thing to do is convert this into one type of unit. The easiest way is to convert it into smaller units. That means convert this 1 liter 750 milliliters whole thing into milliliters. How are we going to convert it? Yeah, liters side you have to multiply it by 1000 and add it to the milliliters. Now 1 liter is 1000 milliliters and 750 milliliters left. So when we add them, we get 1750 milliliters. Now we have to find how much fuel required to operate the generator for 3 hours. This quantity is for 1 hour. So to find the quantity for 3 hours, we have to multiply this by 3. We get the answer as 5250 milliliters. Now we can convert this into liters. How are we going to convert milliliters into liters? We have to multiply the milliliters quantity by 1000. Okay, when we multiply it by 1000, we get 5.250 liters. That means 5 liters and 250 milliliters. This is the answer. Let's look into the next method. Okay, in the next method, they have converted this into the higher united one. That means they have converted this milliliters also to point form and taken the amount in liters. So we have 1.750 liters. When we multiply this by 3, we get the answer as 5.25 liters. If you like, you can convert this into, you can break this down into 2 units, that is liters and milliliters. Then you get the answers 5 liters and 250 milliliters. Let's see the method 3. In the method 3, they have separated the values into 2 columns, to the liter side column and milliliter side column. First of all, we are going to multiply the milliliters side. When we multiply this, 750 milliliters by 3, we get the answer as 2250 milliliters. You know this thousands one in the milliliters, that means this left hand side 2, we can take this to the liters side because it can be divided by 1000. Okay, see, then we get 2000 milliliters plus 250 milliliters, that is 2 liters 250 milliliters. So we are going to shift this 2 to the liters side, multiply 1 by 3, you get 3, add this 2 to this, you get 5. So we are done with the answer. The answer is 5 liters and 250 milliliters. Let's go to another example. A 540 liters water tank is filled with water. Due to a crack in a pipe, water leaks out at a speed of 6 liters 750 milliliters per minute. Okay, now what do we have to do? We have to find the total amount of water that leaks during 8 minutes. See, per minute 6 liters and 750 milliliters is leaking out. We have to find it how much water will leak for 8 minutes. Okay, for 1 minute. Let's do the conversion first. Converting this into the smaller united one is very easier. So I have converted this into liters. So we have 6750 milliliters for 1 minute. Okay, for 8 minutes now, how are we going to find? We have to multiply this amount by 8. So we get 54,000 milliliters. We can divide it by 1000 and we get 54 liters. Now let's see the second part. How the tank will be empty if the leakage continues for 80 minutes. To do this, finally we have to get the answers 80 minutes. So what can we do? Okay, they have given the total capacity of the water tank, that is 540 liters. Okay, let me convert it into milliliters. Then we get 540,000 milliliters. Number of minutes the tank can hold water fully. How are we going to find it? So we have the full capacity of the water tank. So let's divide it by the amount of water leaking for 1 minute. That means that is 6750 milliliters. We are going to divide this by 6750 milliliters and we get the answer as 80. So this statement is true. Now let us see division of liquid quantities expressed in milliliters and liters by a whole number. Let us explain this from an example. Total amount of honey collected from a honeycomb is 5 liters and 400 milliliters. If this amount is divided equally among 3 people, how much of honey will one person receive? So what do we have to do? Simply is we have to divide this by 3. Here also there are 2 methods of solving it. Let's look into the first method. Convert the whole thing into one type of units. It's better to convert the whole thing into milliliters. Then we get 5400 milliliters. When we divide it by 3, we get 1800 milliliters. This 1800 milliliters we can then break into liters and milliliters as 1 liter 800 milliliters. Got it? Okay. The next method is you can use the liters in one column, milliliters in one column. Then start dividing. When we divide 5 by 3, you get the remainder as 2. 2 liters is 2000 milliliters. So we are going to take it to this side. Add this here. Then we have 2400 milliliters. 8 times 3 is 24. Then double 0, we are going to get it here. And right, done. So the answer is one person receives 1 liter 800 milliliters of honey. Okay, we have an exercise. An Ayurvedic syrup is issued to the market in 80 bottles containing 750 milliliters of syrup in a day. That means this bottle has 750 milliliters of syrup, and such 80 bottles are issued to the market daily. Okay. Find the total volume of syrup issued in a day. So how are we going to find total volume of syrup issued in a day? One bottle has 750 milliliters, so such 80 bottles are issued. So we have to multiply 750 by 80. We get the answer as 60,000 milliliters. We can convert into liters and get the answer as 60 liters. Second question. A customer uses a bottle of syrup he purchased for 30 days. He drinks an equal amount twice a day. That means a customer is buying this syrup bottle and he is using it for 30 days. And also he is consuming this syrup twice a day. Find the amount of syrup he consumes in a day. So simply we can divide 750 milliliters by 30. Okay. Then we get the answer as 25 milliliters. The amount of syrup he is consuming in a whole day is 25 milliliters. Part B. Find the amount of syrup he consumes on each occasion. That means for day he consumes the syrup 2 times. So for one day he consumes 25 milliliters. We got the answer from A. So for one occasion he drinks, we have to divide this 25 milliliters by 2. We get the answer as 12.5 milliliters. So for one occasion he consumes 12.5 milliliters of syrup. Okay. Third part. If the daily production of syrup is increased to 86 liters and 250 milliliters, how many bottles can be issued in a day? See, the total production is 86 liters and 250 milliliters. One bottle is of volume 750 milliliters. So simply we can divide this 86 liters 250 milliliters by 750 milliliters. It's better to convert this whole lot into milliliters. Then we get 86,250 milliliters. We are divided by 750 milliliters. We get as 115. So if the production is increased to 86 liters and 250 milliliters in a day, 115 bottles can be issued. That's all for today. Please do like, subscribe our channel, share this video among your friends for them to increase their knowledge. Thank you for watching. Be with us for more of our videos.